we're going to have to drag some more science into it, I think.
Well, we can do that next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he did. It was a perfect like snippet. Okay. Oh, like, wow, because it's a snippet, and it's a revelation that there are ways of mitigating and breaking that trauma cycle.
Well, you can have tools. They're tools to optimize the body and the nervous system, so you're not actually in that sympathetic overdrive, because the sympathetic overdrive is basically feeds more and actually suppresses the immune system, causes the inflammation on the entire organism, and then allows that.
Right. You don't get any rest and stuff like that. You froze. I don't know if it's me or you. It might be me again.
You'll see that
you froze. You totally froze.
Wow.
Yeah, you froze.
My internet is unstable. All of a sudden, it's unstable because essentially there are things you can do to help the trauma cycle, and that's going to be the next episode. Is what we do? What kind of things can we layer to help us?
Well, I think you just started it. What you were talking about is a natural progression of understanding. Breaking the trauma loop. Feeding your body the things that you need and your body's starving for in order to do that. CBD is a wonderful thing. I don't think people understand that it plugs into the CBD1 and CBD2 receptors. And, there, some of the, like the one young lady's face that was like full of acne, and then 3 weeks later was completely clear. That's mind blowing. I mean, that's mind blowing. So, but most of our physical responses to stress, anxiety, depression, and negativity, lack of sleep, like feeling of foreboding, those things are real. And I think people live it. And there's a lot of people out there that haven't lived a life without it. They don't even know what it feels to feel good or healthy or relaxed. So when we start talking about that, it's like, okay, so we're clearing the mind of the negativity and the clutter and the junk. Now we want to clear your body. Okay. And then after we're done with those two things, then we're going to add to your bank account. Okay.
That sounds like a win-win-win.
Right. We're going to teach you how to do this. So this is to, to know them, to understand them, to appreciate them and value them, to respect them, and to include them. Right. So, and there's people who are starving for that. And we can, without being manipulative or, because we could be, we really could be, but we're not going to be. We're going to just do it from a position of, hey, you can do this for other people too. And we can teach them. So first, we're going to get rid of the junk that's causing them to feel really out of relationship, right, with themselves and God. And then we want to give them a better, healthier body and a healthy feeling, and overcoming maybe some of the physical pain and anxiety that they feel. And then after they feel really good, they're naturally going to want to share that and be an advocate for that. That's the recipe. And we're not just talking about exactly. We're not just talking about.
I just thought of something. I've talked to about several hundred people about this, and I've had 2 conversations in the last day about the ideal society. And this it's interesting. It's actually when, like, I remember I told you I was sick, and then I actually got better, and I help other people get better, and everyone's a little bit different. But there's a common denominator that everybody has some kind of emotional trauma, rejection, and unforgiveness, either of self or others.
Absolutely. And it's universal. You can't live in this planet or on this planet without it.
Guess what? We, like anyone who's learned this lesson, would see the idea of a collective healing center where people who are better then help the people get better. And then, and we could actually make healing centers all over where we actually kind of holistically even grow our own food, have like animals and have eggs, and really everything is kind of an ecosystem of beneficial, everyone helping everyone else, cooking together, being together, but having their separate little tiny home. I actually have this in my head. And I actually have talked to this for several hundred people, and I'm like, well, let me put me in, and I actually know people who have land that would like to do this.
Sure, absolutely, and I think, and that's the power of it. So we're not just going to be leveraging a community, the GC community, but we're going to be leveraging a community of fellowship. And rather than just make it all about the business solely, because I mean that can be very kind of almost like some people are repulsed by that. It seems very self-serving, very centered, and you want that, but you don't want it to be. That's not what makes you tick. What makes you tick is being able to, like you said, help other people heal, overcome some of their hurts and pains, both on a spiritual level, a physical level, and then a financial level. And when you can do that, this is a model. This is a model. We can actually leverage this as a model. And they don't have to go out and recruit 50 people. All they need are 10 people who can have the ability to want to help other people share and heal 20 people. And, so you're sharing and healing 20 people. Then of that, maybe 10, maybe 5 share and heal other people, but they do 30. And then of that, they share and heal 5 key or 10 key people. You're talking thousands upon thousands of dollars of income. But
well, also it's a ripple effect. Everything's a ripple effect. So in so many different ways, you're leveraging that and then giving back to, maybe build these healing centers or give people who can't afford something free product. I've been doing that for a while. I take my income
you mentioned to me the other day, there's a sample packet that I could be giving away with our deals.